Hello and welcome to Gary Butterfield Plays the Duckfeed Memorial Dungeon Estate. Been a couple days since I've recorded. I went and did a holiday. It was Xmas, the birth of our Lord. Of course, this game will teach us that that is a folly, and really humanity was born of a heart that's beating under the manor. A couple things you might notice that are different. So first, let's just say who we got going on here. We got Mai and Allison getting rid of some negative quirks. We got Weep Lord and Autumn getting rid of some stress. We also got Nick Glauber getting rid of some stress. I have not upgraded anything here. We got nobody in the stagecoach we want. We do not need a new Plague Doctor or Abomination. Got the Nomad Wagon. There's nothing here I want. You may notice something different here, though. That's right. I took advantage of the Steam sale and installed the DLCs. So, we got the Farmstead. Excuse me, Farmstead. We will not be going there for a while. The Courtyard will certainly not be going there for a while. The Courtyard doesn't really start leaking into your game until you want it to. I did this so I could start seeing the trinkets show up because the trinkets are good. And so I can get the districts, which we'll talk about when that pops up. We're not fighting the Sonorous Prophet today. What we are trying to do is get this trio up to level 3 with this Gary Butterfield so we can start doing veteran dungeons. Just in case a really spicy, sweet, juicy trinket shows up and we want it. So what we're doing is we're going to the Cove. We're doing this medium apprentice dungeon. The reason why we're doing that is to get a little bit of, the reason we're doing a medium and 100% of room battles, even though that's lame, is to get some extra XP. We're also getting a dark bracer from this, which I don't like dark runs. But as far as the trinkets go, this is the most appealing one that's on offer, that's reasonable. We're also getting a decent chunk of deeds, which we want. Yeah, and I figured this dark bracer, you know, maybe I'll start experimenting with dark runs if I get some good shit. But yeah, nobody else added to it. I did install the DLC, so I should start seeing Flagellants and Shield Breakers show up. I'll talk about those guys when they pop up. I love those classes. I finally have a good trinket pool going on. So let's see who we got on this. We got Greta the Cat going. Greta the Cat's got quick reflexes, which is awesome. And I have changed, went and spent some money to upgrade Greta's skills to give my standard, my increasingly standard Crusader loadout, which includes Inspiring Cry. The reason why we want that is because Will Hughes here, all of our Vestals are committed, and we want to get Will up to level 3. So Will, you know, he's pretty good, Eagle Eye, Cove Adventurer, which is going to be awesome, is starting with some stress. So we're going to have Will hopefully get de-stressed by the Crusader whenever the Crusader can. Crusader has the Paralyzer's Crust, going to give really good stun chance, which we're going to need here, and then the Warrior's Cap for a little bit of extra accuracy, never hurts. Cole Ross, adventuring with Greta the Cat, is an Eldritch Hater, which is really good. Most of the enemies in the Cove are Eldritch. Has my standard move layout, can prevent the ambush here. So it's going to be kind of a dancing partner with Greta. So Duelist Advance to activate the riposte, and do some damage, and then point blank shot. Got Jeremy Greer, our MVP, who is hard-skinned and natural eye. Really, really excellent. 2 insignificant negative traits. Considered unlocking Battlefield Medicine to cure Blight and Bleed on Jeremy here, but I want to stick with this standard loadout of lots of stuns and blights. Blight is very effective in the Cove. Can get rid of diseases in case anyone ends up with one. As we're going through here. It's going to have the survival guide for a little bit of extra scouting chance. Scouting does not take an individual into account. Scouting is your aggregate of all your team. I'm pretty sure. So it's going to give us 10% for the whole thing. Also going to make him okay at disarming traps, which doesn't really matter. I'm really just doing this for the scout chance. And then the Blasphemous Bile, which we got for beating the Necromancer. This is excellent. 10 accuracy range skill, 20 stun, 20 blight, and 25% stress, which is a bummer, but we can deal with that. We actually don't have a stress cure on this other than the Crusader, so hopefully deal with that. We got Will Hughes here, Cove Adventurer, which we mentioned is going to help her out, and she has the Swift Cloak and the Camouflage Cloak. So bad stun and move resist, but good speed, So hopefully going soon in case I need to get anybody off death's door. And good dodge. So going to be 20 dodge, which is pretty good. Hopefully keep her more alive and dodging stress attacks is the idea, since she has quite a bit of stress actually for when we start. But that's going to be it. That's the crew. And we are going into the cove to cleanse, fight all these room battles. So, medium. We're going to go for 2 full stacks of food. Going to go for a few shovels. Anti-venom is useful for a couple curios. Bandage is good for fighting crabs. Medicinal herbs are excellent in the cove. Keys are just good. Do not want another one of these. And we'll take 2 full stacks of torches. And we're going to be over-provisioned. That's okay. We're actually doing pretty great on money. We just spent a lot of money, but this is really good to have this kind of left over. We'll make our money back. And we spent a lot of money getting Greta upgraded. So, looking for an antiquarian. Yeah, you can see the scouting chance would be base 25 plus 10 for the trinket. So that's a 1 out of 3 chance. Plus more if I go into full light. We're looking for, hopefully when we get back in the stagecoach, we want antiquarians. I love a shield breaker. I love shield breakers. And we need a jester still. So let's get into it with La Cove. It's the Foley work of me drinking a espresso double shot.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares.
Yeah, they are.
They must be flushed out.
They certainly should. I might backtrack, because if there's 3... Yeah, we're going to go around. We do not need to do that. So we're going to go like this way. And the reason being is that we don't want to use up all of our shovels, because as we've seen, it's a big pain in the dick.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Keeping our light up due to our trinket loadout and because I like it. Good dodge.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Okay. So yeah, there might, and also we might get a scout here and be able to avoid that room if we see that it's empty. We'll find out. Not a good dodge. So each area has a different trap effect. The cove is actually really nasty. It's a big stress, and then look at that. Negative 20 dodge and negative 5 speed for 12 rounds. I'm going to burn that off. That is too much. So 3, you know, medicinal herbs should be good. The reason why medicinal herbs are so good in the cove is there are 2 curios that interact really well with them. One that gets rid of negative quirks. Oh my goodness. Okay. So nasty. We'll play grenade. Get some blights. Would like to start curing her stress, but let's not do it yet. It's a really good start so far. And then, weirdly going last. Cool, even though speed is pretty good. Let's get this riposte activated. So depending on... Yeah, she'll die now, so that's great. He's a threat. Oh, that's excellent. Waste your turn buffing the dead woman. I love you. I love you, Pelagic Shaman. So he's going to barrier the shaman. We got a lot of stun on this squad. So that's actually not really a problem. He's going to get a stress off on double targets, and that's the worst target. 12. Pretty nasty. You saw that it was kind of reduced, though, because of her Eldritch Hater. So we're going to stun you to open this guy up. No, he might actually die. 4 damage per round. Yeah, he's going to die, actually. So I didn't need to do that, but it's nice just to have him...
Confidence
we're doing fine.
as the enemy crumbles.
Good battle. Judgment for the damage. This guy's going to take a while to kill, but one of the things about this game is there is the reinforcement mechanic in this game, where the game will send reinforcements at you. There are a couple exceptions. If you have a size 2 guy, you know, thinks you're fighting a mini-boss, it won't give them to you. And these guys won't, because they have 58% protection, that you can see down there. So no reinforcements will show up. So I can spend some time to stress heal and stall this out a little bit. So I'm gonna do. I might be wrong about that actually, but I think the game will tell me if that's not the case. And he does not get rid of very much stress with that, but I'll take that. Oh well, son of a biscuit. It's okay.
Unforgiving.
Lots of opportunities for stuff. I want that. Let's do that. No scout, so we have to go up here. But as long as there's not a... okay. So this actually gets rid of stress. So the brackish tide pool. Got the anti-venom in that. Yeah. Yeah. So far so good.
If only treasure could
Good payday.
staunch
So, oh shit.
otherworldly corruption.
Oh no. No! No! I'm fine.
The light. The
I know I
promise of
screamed a
safety.
lot, but I'm just gonna need you guys all to be okay with it. Every single one of you. Not quite dead. He does not need very much more damage though. That should be a great place if I had a grape shot. And they were just getting these stuns off. I know he had a worse resistance, so this will actually probably kill him. Would I rather do this damage and maybe kill this guy and let this guy get an attack off? He's gonna attack the back row. Maybe smarter, because these guys can do pretty nasty bleeds. And I want to get that riposte activated. So he'll die after this turn. He's gonna get this off. Who even gives a shit? Who even gives a shit?
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Probably won't land the stun, because he has some stun resist from getting stunned. Probably gonna get a stress heal off here. Yeah. Everything is coming up. Thrill House.
Another one falls.
And we don't really need a group heal, but we'll do this to fish for crits. So, like, if you just end up having a free turn like that, doing a thing that attacks the entire party, or entire party is really useful. The reason being that if you get a crit, you'll get some stress relief for those characters.
Slowly,
So,
gently. This is how a life
okay,
is taken.
I need this deed. Let's get rid of the holy water. Do not need holy water. This was a battle, so I had to go here. Good to know. Good to know, good to know. Still doing alright. So these guys blow up. I talked about that. They gotta go first. An okay chance at the kill. Did not happen, but what are you gonna do? Let's actually... No, let's start the kill on these guys. I was thinking about stalling them out, but the sooner I do this, the sooner they'll die.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I love it when he wastes his time buffing, because I'm going to kill you before you get a chance to do some stress damage, my friend. Good target for that, even though that is a lot of damage. He's going to need a heal. No disease, please. Okay.
Press
Yeah.
disadvantage. Give them no quarter. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
So this guy's gonna die. We are easy, like Sunday morning. Still more concerned about her stress than his health. He can always chomp on some food. I would love to come home with this being as cost neutral as possible. To give up the citrines. I do not need citrines. Okay. Oh, good scout. Bad scout. So Anyway, this is fine. Leave him up in front. Actually, no, we're not. Let's have him go back. That riposte is just so so useful. Riposte, riposte. It's not riposte, I know that. Where is it? Fuck. Now we don't know. Parry and riposte. Parry and riposte. Parry and riposte. Parry and riposte. Which sounds better? Folks, you know, sometimes you forget how to spell a word like that. Like, oh yeah, I don't know how to spell that now. How many E's are in? Oh, Shambler. We might actually fight the Shambler. We have a good crew for it. Alright, we have to complete the mission, but if I've been wanting to show off a Shambler, let us consider. That's not a good start. If we can, so let's look at the map here. Let's say like this is our final room battle, or this. There's no reason not to come back here and fight the Shambler and get like a really fucking killer trinket. Okay, let's cost-benefit analysis of fighting the Shambler. It's going to be an apprentice-level Shambler. Oh, that sucks. So an apprentice-level Shambler, which is the easiest Shambler. Okay. It is going to do a lot of stress damage. Might lose a hero.
As the fiend falls.
Unlikely, though, because you can run away. Riposte is so good against those guys. Riposte. Riposte. Might lose a hero. Pretty unlikely, though. Much more likely just to run away with a bunch of stress. I don't fuck around with Shamblers all that often. Like, if I'm gonna die, I leave. Because I usually only fight them after I've completed... Always, you know, fight them after I've completed the mission. How is this crew for fighting Shamblers? So the MVP for fighting Shamblers, I think, is going to be the Plague Doctor, because damage over time is really good against them, and he can hit the Shambler and back. If I end up fighting the Shambler, oh, the blood, eh?
Seize this momentum.
I don't think I need the blood yet. I'm gonna the first district I like to make is the one that makes the blood. Is this more valuable than a jade? No, I don't need to start saving up the blood yet, but 350 gold is more valuable than the jade. Yeah, the blood is going to be good once I start getting vampires on my crew. Okay, let's all remember that this is here.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Yeah, like you definitely need the blood. The blood is not optional. Blood is mandatory. But eating up, like, got a lot of hunger tiles going on here. We will... I know I talked a big game about that Shambler. We will see. I would like to fight it because you get rare trinkets, and that can be a real game changer early on. Like, you can do pretty incredible stuff just through having rare, good trinkets. Not this guy. Good.
Executed with impunity.
So, you know, I want to fight him, but I have to be... I don't want to lose my guys. You know, it's not a... One of the things Darkest Dungeon teaches you is that, like, it's not the end of the world if you lose your guys. And that is true. But I don't want to. Like, I'm still trying not to lose folks. Especially, like, you lose your trinkets if you don't survive the fight. If you don't get out of here. So we'll see. If I can get down here without using my camp. Use my camp right here. Get a bunch of buffs. It's, like, extremely tempting because you just... You get a lot of stuff. You get one really killer trinket. You get good money. I don't know. I'm leaning towards it now. We'll have to see how... But this is like a pretty easy... look at that. Dungeon for me. A bunch of these are level 2s, which is high as you can be. Oh, recovery charm. I would like to keep.
Victories mount, so too will resistance.
Dodge stone is unnecessary, but recovery charm is getting got. What will I give up for the recovery charm? Not bandages. I want to get rid of negative quirks. Maybe I have... No, let's see, the anti-venom is really useful for Shamblers specifically. Let's give up 450 gold. Time to... Yeah, I'm not going to get all the money. So this curio right here, if I had a holy water, it's really good. So, I'm not going to have to fight that. Right here is going to be a fight? Nope. So that means I'm going further than I want to. I'm so wrapped around the axle on whether I'm going to do this Shambler fight, folks. I want to show it off because I know a lot of people are watching this Let's Play who are not Darkest Dungeon aficionados, such as myself. And I really like the... that's actually probably okay. Because if I focus fire on him, he's not going to last very long. And that's a good dodge. Yeah, so I want to show it off, though, just because I know people are experiencing this game vicariously through me. Which I think is cool. It's cool. Yeah, so that's gonna, that actually sucked. That's going to push him into the back. But now he's not in the back, so it's fine. So we'll see. Love to show off the Shambler. I think it's a fun boss fight. Mostly because it trolled the hell out of me. The first 31. Good crit.
A decisive.
Good crit. Stun, I'm going to stall this out a little bit because I would like him to get a stress relief off. I'll get a lot of stress relief when I camp, but like, if I'm going to seriously consider fighting that Shambler, I need to be smart. This is a shitty part of every Darkest Dungeon. Is 2 torches worth a portrait. Not yet. I'm going to use up at least one more torch just because I don't know how much of this dungeon I still have left. Okay. Somebody online said I could hover over someone and see what their trap disarm is. I don't seem to be able to do it, so we're going to do it this way. I figured it would still be Cole Ross, aka Dismas. Good. It'd be really cool if this was the last fight, because it'd be really fun to fight a Shambler. Guys, I'm so wrapped around the axle on Shamblers. Okay. First use of
Another mariner.
shovel. I may have been too conservative with that earlier, but that's okay. Lots of hunger tiles. So one more hunger tile and then the feast at camp. So that's not great. Map is real good though. Alright. So, yeah, I have to go all the way through the dungeon. What? Oh, no I don't. This is the last fight. Great. So let's do this fight and let's go fight a Shambler. As long as I don't get a hunger tile on the way back. Even if I do, I'm good. The zones. We're going to kill a Shambler. I think. I wonder if he has Holy Lance. Like, Holy Lance is really good for the Shambler fight. Give me something to name the video. It's Eldrick. We have a bunch of bonuses against Eldrick. Don't drag him. Okay, good. That can sometimes pull somebody forward. Good dodges. 31. Okay, he's gonna die. He's not quite gonna die unless I hit him, so let's go ahead and go. Crit. Love to get a group heal off just for funzos. Oh, that's excellent, actually. Ah, so good. So good. Oh, some extra food.
A trifling
Still my
victory,
heart.
but
I
a
don't need that
victory
actually, but we'll
nonetheless.
eat it. Alright. Yeah. We're gonna go do the stupid thing. Let's just see what this curio is real quick. I mean, I could get something out of that chest, but I got my eyes on the prize here. Okay, they gave me an extra fight. That happens sometimes. This should be no problem. A lot of stun on this crew. Feeling good about a shambler. I have certainly died to a shambler while feeling good about it. So
Back to the pit.
this is a total party wipe. It'd be catastrophic. Just because I've sent out all my like A tier trinkets.
Begone, fiend.
Including that blasphemous vial. I don't need any more shovels, which is just extremely good. That would be catastrophic. However, it won't happen because I can fight a shambler. So maybe good time to start. And the shambler's here. Yeah. So shamblers are technically a wandering boss. If you're walking around at 0 torchlight, they have a chance, I think it's 5%, so it's fairly significant, chance of replacing any, added a trap to the hallway, that's okay. If I had kept shovels, I could open that, but I forgot it was there. So decent chance of replacing any encounter if you're walking around in the dark. The other way to get a hold of them is to use a torch on that shambler altar, which we saw. Should I take a chance on this? This can give me a really powerful buff, but I think it's only until camp, and I'm going to camp. So, not worth it. So that summons a shambler. We're going to have just enough food. Summons a shambler. Shambler have a couple different little bits to them, which we'll talk about when we get to them, but I think we're going to do it. Let's first move, because the shambler shuffles you. Oh, that was a mistake. Alright. I'm going to put her up here, so hopefully I want her to not get shuffled forward. He's good. He does not have Holy Lance, which is a bummer. He does not. So this is actually mildly unadvisable. We're still going to do it. So you go in a shuffled order because he shuffles you every time. Dismas is great, or Cole Ross here is great at being shuffled. He can work from a good amount of positions. She can work from 2 backwards. He can work from 2 forwards. And the Shambler also shuffles you multiple times. He'll keep shuffling you. I'm really glad my stress is good, so I do not have to spend any respite on stress. So, probably going to be doing a lot of range attacks, even though Unparalleled Finesse is a better buff, because it gives you speed and dodge as well. He's going to be shooting the Shambler, who's going to be at back. So let's clean guns for 4. He might end up actually doing the melee one as well. Bless is pretty good. Chant. Yeah, he's gonna. I'm just gonna put all my eggs in this Cole Ross basket here. So he's gonna kill it. All right. Let's shamble. Okay. So here's how you fight a Shambler. You go to this thing. You put a torch in it. A terrifying figure emerges from the darkness. This is the dimensional Shambler. That is a perfect scramble. That's why you scramble your party. I can either activate the bleed for 5 to 7, plus 6 points of bleed. Pretty good chance. Or I can activate the riposte. Let's activate the riposte. And the Shambler can be stunned. I might not have actually had a chance for that. I only had 10%. That was stupid. But he definitely can be... Well, he has 110 plus 20, so that's still not good enough chance. Let's not be stupid. Let's concentrate on DPS. He has... His stun is 110 plus 20 as well, so 30% chance to stun. That's not going to be good enough. DPS. Not be stupid. Okay, so his move, he's going to summon some assholes. He's going to get hit, though. Good, good. Riposte. Alright, so these things, Shambler Sycophants. It gets a lot of stress done to us. We get... They do this thing called Capriclaw. Capriclaw does a little damage, but it does this buff where he does more damage. So what the Shambler is designed to do is kind of fuck with you and tempt you into entirely focusing fire on him, ignoring these guys. You have to beat these guys, and eventually they will start one-shotting you. It is no joke. So I gotta keep my eyes on the prize on these guys. I can't. A crit would kill them, 16% chance. Very little extra damage to him. I think I'm gonna have Dismas, Cole Ross, point blank shock to kill this one. Have Jeremy Greer keep the plague up on this. Have Greta kill that one, and have her do continuous damage to this guy. Or I could have this. I'm actually going to do this to make sure that Greta can kill this one, because again, we can't keep these things around. It is not optional to get rid of the Capriclaws. And of course, he will just continually summon them while giving you blights and stress damage. That is the concept behind the Shambler fight. I think we're going to win this. He's taking a lot of blight damage per round. But yeah, it's not, you know, he's not fucking around either. So, okay, so no upgraded Capriclaws right now. That's great. Our Sycophants. This guy's getting upgraded. He's going to do some stress. Okay. Shot. No, the riposte is too. The riposte post is too good. Judgment to make sure he can die from anything. Yeah, we got this. Apprentice Shamblers are not so bad. Oh, resist. Actually, can Zealous do it? Zealous can do it. A little extra damage on the Shambler. He's gonna withdraw, hit this guy. He can also scramble us. Okay, I'm gonna kill him. He's gotta go. But he will. This is no problem, actually. So we're coming out with a lot more stress than we would have if we didn't do this, but we're gonna get a good payday for this, which feels awesome. He's gonna actually die when he gets a move. So he takes 5 points per round. He's got 5 hit points. Let's go ahead and just do this, just in case it wears off, which I don't think it will, but, well, it doesn't matter. And like I said, we still have to kill these Sycophants, no matter what. Bambo. Greta. Oh, achievement. Alright, what do we get? Ancestor Tentacle Idol. A Health Stone is not useful. This is actually one of the worst Ancestor trinkets we could get. 20% Virtue Chance is good, and Death Row Resist is good. The issue is I'm never going to take these over anything else. So if we end up like low on money, I might sell this for $3 grand. Still obviously worth doing. I like getting a set of the Ancestor trinkets. This is my least favorite of them. So it's kind of a bummer, but still it did not cost us that much to do this, and we will take that. We don't have food, so I can't keep adventuring. So yeah, some stress, but we got enough money, I think, to make that worth it. And we should get a good amount of experience. We got the Dark Bracer, which I also could sell. It's uncommon.
If indeed there is such a thing.
Good mission. Good mission. Decent payday, 10,000, so it paid for itself. Couple 7 deeds, which is good. Good number of crest, which I also need. Will Hughes still not level 3. Fear of Beast sucks. Natural swing. Replace quick reflexes. He has 5 fucking things. Ah, that sucks. Okay, well, I need to start locking in quirks, because quick reflexes is very good. Natural swing is good too, but quick reflexes is great. Love interest is bad. Okay, so that hurt us. He did not level up. Only one person leveled up. So not actual great results from that. But went pretty well. So maddening wine.
To separate them.
This means we can go to the courtyard. When you do, that's when you start getting infestation throughout your thing. You know, throughout your hamlet, and that means you're going to start running into things and become vampires and all that. Oh, misplaced a dodge stone. Damn you, Glauber. Yeah. So, and then you can see these little things. This will make stress relief a little bit less effective, which is a bummer. But that is having the Crimson Court. And 2 jesters. We're probably going to take both these guys because we have room. So yeah, I will see you in a couple days with the next video. And we'll see what things look like. I'm excited. Excited to start doing things. Good mission. Anywho, who's the MVP? Cole. Yeah, Cole definitely was our DPS king, and Cole and Jeremy basically took out the Shambler by themselves. Jeremy did great, but those riposte repositories, I think, were probably very useful. And good, you know, honorary mention to Will Hughes here for going into the mission with a good amount of stress, fighting a scrambler, and ending with the same amount of stress. So, credit to, you know, to Greta the Cat for that as well, who did well. Everyone did good. We might end up doing a suicide squad or like a low-level mission just to advance time next time, just to get some more heirlooms and get some more money. I'm conservative about money in this game. Anyway, talk to you next time. Bye!